What's up, everybody? We're just trying to get the set back in order after I moved a bunch of shit around. Get some defensive and shit. Cool. Let's get your cases. Oh. That's why it's all fucked up. Timmy, what's that behind you? That's a vanity I was hiding from my fans. But the plan is that involving the vanity is not going to be enacted. I'll pop you up on the little droid there. I think I didn't get any height off that. I'll try this thing. Cool. So this is not reading any laws. Yeah, I agree. This is not me reading any laws. The White House office of the press secretary for immediate release October 12th, 2017. Presidential executive order promoting healthcare choice and competition across the United States. Executive order promoting healthcare choice and competition. Whenever they name a law something like this, they mean exactly the opposite. Alright? This is how politics work. Whenever they name it Presidential Executive Order promoting healthcare choice and competition across the United States, that means fuck you, no healthcare, suck a dick. And the Affordable Care Act meant we're charging you more for healthcare. But it's just the way it is, man. Dude, why can't we listen to Tupac? Because I have to delete this video. I was thinking about playing some shit, but every video that I play on YouTube that has music immediately gets bit out. I don't know. Not bit out. Flagged. I got an email about things. By the authority vested in me as the President, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered as follows. And also, the Democratic National Committee fucked over their candidate that stood odds. I mean, I can't say who would have won in Trump, Bernie, but it would have, it would have probably pulled better in the rural places, which is where Trump won the election. And I already know what people are saying. 3 million, motherfucker, look at the map. And then do some basic math. Maybe history. Maybe history would help, but you could just, 1, map, 2, go examine the vote total in New York and LA alone. And you already have over 3 million people. Bada bing! So, it's as much by other people's mistakes as the Constitution. Section 1 policy. It shall be the policy of the executive branch to the extent consistent with law to facilitate the purchase of insurance across state lines and the development and operation of a healthcare system that provides high quality care at affordable prices for the American people. I'm all skeptical of that whole paragraph. The Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act has severely limited the choice of healthcare options available to many Americans, has produced large premiums increases in many state individual markets for health insurance. That's actually 100% true, and the amount of Kaiser Permanentes that exist in just straight buildings in America has gone up. In my town alone, there was what used to be like a bookshop. Now it's a Kaiser Permanente. The average exchange premium in the 39 states that are using healthcare.gov in 2017 is more than double the average overall individual market premium recorded in 2013. The PPACA has also largely failed to provide meaningful choice or competition between insurers, resulting in one-third of America's countries having only one insurer offering coverage on their applicable government-run exchange in 2017. You know, that's the truth. There's a lot of people that got straight fucked. Yeah. There's a lot of places in America where the only provider would be here in Oregon Health Plan, or Nevada State Health Authority. I wouldn't know. Among the myriad areas where current regulations limit choice and competition, my administration will prioritize 3 areas for improvement in the near term: association health plans, short-term limited duration. Limited duration insurance, STLDI. That was almost a great acronym. You take the L out, STDI. Yes. To me, that's only funny because you think venereal diseases are hilarious. Yeah, a little bit that, and health reimbursement arrangements, HRAs. Hey, I don't know how this, because Obamacare was just a fucking, it was a pat on the back to the companies. By a pat on the back of the companies, it was a law that signed into law that made it legal for companies just healthcare companies beat off into our faces and come in our eyeballs, and we couldn't do anything about it. That's what it put in the law. The healthcare companies beating off in faces legally. You want healthcare? Hold on. Now that we came in your eyeballs, $6,000. Oh fuck. So we're just gonna get off that, but I don't think this is gonna do anything. Large employers are often able to obtain better terms on health insurance for their employees than small employers because of their large pools of insurable individuals across which they can spread risk and administrative costs. Expanding all AHPs association health plans will allow more small businesses to avoid many of the PPACA's current costly requirements. Expanding access to the AHPs would provide more affordable health insurance options to many Americans, including hourly wage earners, farmers, and the employers of small businesses and entrepreneurs that fuel economic growth. See, I like this. I'm still skeptical of it, because whenever a law say they're going to do something else, whenever a law tells me it's going to make my life better, I'm just bending over and clenching. I'm like, ah! Waiting for the fucking. Because that's what laws are there for in our modern society. Short-term limited duration instance, STLDI is exempt from the onerous and expensive insurance mandates and regulations included in the Title I of the PPACA. This can make it appealing and affordable alternative to government-run exchanges for many people without coverage available to them through their workplaces. The previous administration took steps to restrict their access to this market by reducing allowable coverage period from less than 12 months to less than 3 months, and by preventing any extension selected by the policyholder beyond 3 months for total coverage. Man, after Obamacare, it was motherfucker shop for insurance. HRAs are tax advantaged. This is like a conversation everybody, I'm on OHP, but I've had with everybody because I've read the laws. I know how this fucking thing works. That's a conversation I had with my boys. a lot. HRAs are tax advantaged accounted because people be like, fuck, I'm trying to buy health. God damn, man. Buying healthcare is fuck right now. Yeah. HRAs are tax advantaged account-based arrangements that employers can establish for employees to give employees more flexibility and choices regarding their health care. Expanding the flexibility in the use of HRAs will provide many Americans, including employees who work in small businesses, with more options for financing their health care. My administration will also continue to focus on promoting competition in the healthcare markets and limiting excessive consolidation throughout the healthcare system to the extent consistent with law. Government rules and guidelines affecting the United States healthcare system should expand the availability of access and alternatives to expensive mandate-laden PPACA insurance, including HPs, STDLIs, STLDIs, but I like to call them STDLIs because it makes me laugh, and HRAs. Tim, you'll buy insurance as a 5-year-old. Yeah, when did you figure that one out, man? I haven't. Like, people fart around me and start getting angry. Like, damn it. Farts are funny. They are if you're me. They're pretty fucking funny. Oh, B. Burnt Chrysler. I was not checking a thing there. Re-inject competition in the healthcare markets by lowering barriers to entry, limiting excessive consolidation, and preventing abuses of market power. See, this is something we need. Oh my God, Kaiser, like the large boys, they run so much shit. Kaiser Permanente has run so much fucking shit. Improve access and the quality of information that Americans need to make informed healthcare decisions, including data about healthcare prices and outcomes, while minimizing reporting burdens on affected plans, providers, or payers. Section 2. Expanded access to association health plans. Within 60 days of the date of this order, the Secretary of Labor shall consider proposing regulations or revising guidance consistent with law to expand access to health coverage by allowing more employers to form AHPs to the extent permitted by law and supported by sound policy. The Secretary should consider expanding conditions that satisfy this commonality of interest requirements under the Department of Labor advisory opinions, interpreting the definition of an employer under Section 3, Part 5 of the Employee Retirement Income Security Act of 1974. The Secretary of Labor should also consider ways to promote AHP formation on the basis of the common geography of industry. Section 3. Expanded availability of short-term limited duration insurance. Within 60 days of this order, the Secretary of Treasury's Labor and Health and Human Services shall consider proposing regulations or revising guidance consistent with the law to expand availability of STLDI to the extent permitted by law supporting by a sound policy, and Secretary should allow such insurance to cover longer periods and be renewed by the consumer. Here's the thing. We'll go to the end of the law. Expanded availability and permitted use of the health reimbursement arrangements within 120 days of the date of this order. The Secretaries of Treasury, Labor, and Health and Human Services shall consider proposing regulations of revising guidance to the extent permitted by law and supported by sound policy to increase the usability of HRAs, to expand employers' ability to offer the HRAs to their employees, and to allow HRAs to be used in conjunction with non-group coverage. Public comment. The Secretary shall consider and evaluate any comments on regulations proposed under Sections 2 through 4 of this order. God damn it. Reports within 180 days of this order and every 2 years thereafter. Secretary of State and Health and Human Services, in consultation with the Secretaries of the Treasury and Labor of the Federal Trade Commission, shall provide a report to the President that details the extent to which the state, federal laws, regulations, guidance, and requirements and policies fail to conform to the policies set forth in Section 1 of this order, and identifies actions that state or federal governments can take in furtherance of these policies in order in Section 1 of this order. Section 7, general provisions. Nothing in this order shall be construed to otherwise affect the authority granted by law to an executive department or agency or head thereof. The functions of the director of hospice management, budget and budget relating to budgetary, administrative, or legal proposals. This order shall be implemented with applicable law and subject to the availability of appropriations. This is not intended to and does not create any right or benefit, substantive, procedural, enforceable law, or inequity by any party against the United States, its departments or agencies or entities, its officers, employees, blah, 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 blah. You know what's not here? They didn't strike the part of the PPA, Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, which is basically called the Company Profit and Profit Care Act. See, under the ACA, commonly known as Obamacare, you have to own insurance. As an American, you have to own insurance, or I don't know what the fine. A couple years ago, it was fines. Now, it might be jail time. And that's the thing, is these laws aren't stopping people from not having insurance, because broke motherfuckers are still broke motherfuckers. They still don't have money or time or the resources to get insurance. All it does is allow the government to extract more money from these people for not having the things they already couldn't get and still can't and still won't. I just wish people would fucking... There's so much that... Shut the hell up and fucking stop letting companies run our shit, man. God damn, dog. Fuck. Because companies are running game on all of our faces right now. They run game on all of our shit. And this doesn't make it any better. It doesn't really change. It might try. I'm skeptical of this whole thing. We'll see how it works out. We'll see. I just know that when the government says they're going to do something for me, it means they're going to be doing the opposite for me. Also, I know that this didn't rescind the major problems that we have as a nation trying to give people health care coverage, in that it still is a corporatist law that works for the greater good of these companies who, you know, might have given these people a few millions of dollars. And yeah. Well, fucked.